What's up, everybody? It's me, Josh, Relentless Motorsports. It's a lovely weekend working on my Supra. I don't know who did this shit. Whoever did this out of the country, or maybe yeah, it definitely wasn't in the country. I know that for a fact. They love to see if we get this camera to focus. They cross-threaded bolts, or not cross-threaded, but they rolled the threads on bolts. These are the bolts that, mind you, you're going to see some rubbing compound out of the jam inside my Supra around the hatch. I need to clean that up. That's from something I did. I tried doing my own paint correction, which came out all right. I'm not the best, but I'm going to have my buddy at the detail lab in Dallas fix all that for me. I'm actually going to have whoever painted this car out of the country, they didn't really clear in here, so I'm going to have them clear that or repaint the jam midnight purple because my car was originally an Alpine Silver Supra. Now that's out of the way. I have to still run a tap. It's like they cross-threaded, or not cross-threaded, but rolled the threads in there. If you don't know what rolling the threads is, it's this. Well, this one's not as bad as the bolt I've already done before I started recording. If you try to zoom in, if you roll the threads, you see how the edges of the threads are all shiny? They're not perfectly pointy. Well, these are shiny because I just recut them. But you see how those have like teeth on them against the white? They're straight. When you roll threads, that's where, if you look at it, it's kind of got the teeth, but look, as you turn it, they're not as sharp. This bolt is really a bad example to show. But I wanted to show you guys how to properly fix a bolt. We'll do the bolt hole in the car too. So if you look at this, this is a tap and die set. This is a cheap one. I bought off of Amazon. You got your taps for doing studs and bolts, and then you got your taps for doing bolt holes and the assorted handles to help assist turn it. I'm using this one. The 10 millimeter bolts on your Toyota are get this damn phone to focus, it's kind of hard. They're M6 by 1.0. Just in case it, yeah, see, 1.0, M6. That's the bolt shank. That's not the head of the bolt. The bolt's a 10 millimeter head, but the shank, the actual screw-in body, is a 6 millimeter. So, now that that is out of the way, that is a 6 millimeter bolt. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this slightly galled up bolt. That's actually not the one. Where's the one? I just had it. Okay, this is the one. And we're going to correct the threads on it. Granted, I got brand new ones from Toyota because this one's rusty, and that's not even a factory Toyota bolt. And I'm anal retentive. I'm picky. But I'm going to do it for demonstration purposes. So let's walk over to the handy dandy garbage can, where I don't care if I get penetrating lube or PB blaster on stuff. Grab my 10 millimeter. So if you look over here, the thing I'm going to need is obviously I'm going to need, zoom out, I'm going to need a ratchet, my tap handle, the thing I'm fixing, and the appropriate tooling to turn it, to hold it, the 10 millimeter socket. You can use motor oil. I use PB Blaster as lubricant because I gut it around. You don't want to tap dry. It'll damage the tap and it can damage that, and it just makes life absolute hell to do it. So what we're going to do is we're gonna take this bolt. Mind you, I got to do this one-handed, and we are going to spray the bolt with a little penetrating loop. You don't need a lot. And then we're gonna put a little bit of lubricant inside the tap. As you can see, got a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bolt and we're going to thread it as best as possible in. Make sure it's tight. It's getting tight right here. Look, it's turning the tool. So you're gonna take your 10mm and gotta find a way to hold this. So try to get this set up to where you guys can still watch. So can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna move this, and I'm going to turn this bolt slowly. It's starting to give me some resistance, and I'm gonna turn this tap on the bolt, or turn the ratchet in this case, because I can do it in, and it'll start cutting threads. It'll get tight. When it gets tight, just go slow. Now you can back it up, kind of like drilling a hole. I'm sorry that this camera angle is absolutely horrible. Back it up a little bit. Let the thread teeth clear out. Now we can turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, keep turning. I know my hand's in the way, it's hard to see. I'm just gonna do it real quick and show you guys the after. I got penetrating oil all over my hands. Let me set you guys up for a second. Wipe my hands off. I keep my hands in this Clorox cleaning towel thing. Clean my hands up real quick. Get all that penetrating lube off my hands. Normally, I'll take a little rubbing alcohol, and dump it on the bolt, clean the excess threads and bolt lubricant off of it, because I don't like that slimy stuff all over me. Sorry you guys didn't see, but here you guys go. As you can see, the teeth on this bolt, the threads, are now nice and sharp. This bolt will screw in with no resistance, like a brand new bolt. And that is how you fix a bolt. Now, for the bolt hole, where it goes, we're going to use this, and we're going to use this T-handle to turn it in. So what we're going to do is, I can get a little bit of PB on this because I use it to keep these all lubricated, to keep them from rusting anyway. Well, Put a little shot on that. Kind of get it around. Now we'll go over to the associated bolt hole that we're working on. And yes, they forgot to paint that one spot in the car. We'll take this tap. And I might not be able to get it because of this thing. I don't know. I'll have to set up the T-handle. Anyway, I'm not going to tap the threads on video because I'm going to need both hands. But you would just run this in here slowly. And that's how you tap a bolt. Anyway, hope this video helped you guys, and enjoy your weekend.